Just what I needed. Have a good day.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a doing song for Jamaica.
Jamaica, the land of beauty, loved by many tourists, yes. And if you never know the history, it's a pretty paradise in the west. People love off with culture with pretty beaches, sunrise to sunset. So watch the yellow, watch the black and watch the green. Look how the flag float out in the breeze. Up a blue mountain if you wanna take a hike. Rick's Cafe for the setting of the sunlight. Culture stands, river falls so nice, man. Tickle the head, Margarita feels so high. Check out the 7 Mile beach in the grill. Up St. Thomas Park, Fountain Hill. Down the curves and turns of Ferngully. And if a music pop party set it for we. Jamaica, the land of beauty, loved by many tourists, yes. And if you never know the history, it's a pretty paradise in the west. People love off with culture with pretty beaches, sunrise to sunset. So watch the yellow, watch the black and watch the green. Look how the flag float out in the breeze. Hey. Lovers leap for the lovers rose. All is like a horror movie. I love it right to cave. Milk River bath in Caribbean and a Platon estate. Innocent days. And pass by the wise falls. My road down little what is a large. Black River full of alligator. And Pelican pass surrounded by water. Jamaica, the land of beauty, loved by many tourists, yes. And if you never know the history, it's a pretty paradise in the west. People love off with culture with pretty beaches, sunrise to sunset. So watch the yellow, watch the black and watch the green. Look how the flag float out in the breeze. Hey. And if you wanna go rafting, Canterbury or White River running, listening waters in Trelawney blinging, dolphin, gold, sugar cane, up a phone, yeah. Let's make a walk in Emancipation Park, in a Kingston town, uptown or downtown, Coronation Market, Port Royal, Jamaica, the land of beauty, loved by many tourists, yes. And if you never know the history, it's a pretty paradise in the west. People love off with culture with pretty beaches, sunrise to sunset. So watch the yellow, watch the black and watch the green. Look how the flag float out in the breeze. Up a blue mountain if you wanna take a hike. Rick's Cafe for the setting of the sunlight. Culture stands, river falls so nice, man. Tickle the head, Margarita feels so high. Check out the 7 Mile beach in the grill. Up St. Thomas Park, Fountain Hill. Down the curves and turns of Ferngully. And if a music pop party set it for we. Jamaica, the land of beauty, loved by many tourists, yes. And if you never know the history, it's a pretty paradise in the west. People love off with culture with pretty beaches, sunrise to sunset. So watch the yellow, watch the black and watch the green. Look how the flag float out in the breeze.
Stepping Out Loud. Welcome back. JR Production, sponsor, Conscious Movement Publications. Yeah, we're stepping out loud and we're proud. Paulette Simmons with Angelina Parnell. We're culturing our culture as always. So, Angelina, what part of our culture today?
Culture's so big.
Yeah, I know.
I was just in Maroon Town, so it was so
Oh, Charleston.
fantastic.
Yeah. Fabulous,
Charleston. Yeah, and it's just right in our backyard.
Yeah, then we don't.
It's right there, yeah.
So it was a good event.
It was fantastic. It was really
Couldn't be
blessed.
better.
Yes, it couldn't be better.
Couldn't be better.
And I'm a big fan of Mama Fire. She's in my neighborhood.
Yes.
That's my tabernacle right there. And she's having a summer school this year.
Okay.
It's starting in July, right after school ends. So I
yes.
believe it starts on
So
the
how
5th
long
of
will this
July.
be?
Probably a week, maybe
two.
two. There's other people involved for sure.
So where
And-
will this be? By her place?
Yeah, it's between Buff Bay and Orange Bay, right there along the highway.
On the White Rock. Okay.
Okay, you see the pots where the pots are
So
hanging. That's the
the
place.
summer school will be there.
Yes.
So is there an age limit?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
It's mostly for the Rasta youth and for others to come out and have some time together, do some creative projects
Okay.
and do some learning.
So I see you have some.
Yeah, I did some. Just
So this is part of The trip on the summer for the summer?
Yeah, it's just an idea to recycle deck of cards.
Cards,
and
yes. So
teach
why did
the
you?
kids.
So explain this to us now.
So it's for the kids. Math is a big issue here at the moment. This is just something simple.
The
you
deck
can
of cards,
do.
yes. Instead of just playing it, you use it for mathematics.
Yeah, 4
Okay.
plus 2. And what would that be?
Yeah,
Well,
it can be 42.
Should be 6.
Yes.
So yeah, I have a few of these. I'm just playing around because I
So
plan.
so you'll be part of the summer school?
Yes,
Okay.
in some part. And then I also have this map of
Africa.
Africa. So Africa, we talk about regions. We have North Africa, West Africa, East
Algeria,
Africa,
yeah.
South Africa, and Southern Africa. And then through that, I lived in South Africa and I visited several other
Okay,
countries.
so how
in
long did you live
Africa.
in South Africa?
I lived there for years, 18 years.
Okay. What language
Yeah.
you speak there?
Oh, lots. They have 11 official languages now.
Like
9 of
African
them-
language?
None of them are African. There's English and Afrikaans, of
You know, I
course.
always wanted to ask these questions though. Is it an alphabetical thing? Like, it's the same, it's not that alphabet, it's a different thing.
Well, yes, it's written in our
It's
alphabet.
not like A to Z.
Well, yes, they don't maybe use all the letters, but it's written, now it's written.
I'm talking the old Creole African language.
Well, there's many.
so-
There's I couldn't say for sure, but there's at least 800 languages in Africa. There's from north to south. There's
Okay, so can you speak the language?
yeah, Ganglingling. That's
Okay.
Xhosa. That's the
Okay.
language that Mandela spoke.
Okay.
Ganglingling a little bit. And then Zulu.
Okay.
And there's many languages in South Africa, and as you move up,
As
there's
you were
many
saying,
more.
being in Africa, crossing the region and all of that, your knowledge that you have gotten coming back to Jamaica now, you're trying to put it in our culture to highlight what we're about.
Right, because people reference Africa, like Muta always says there's 59 countries if you count all the island nations. It's not just one big continent. It's several different countries and many different cultures. So it's wonderful to learn something about the roots.
yes,
The
where we're
roots.
from,
I
yeah.
feel I have a part of an African spirit. I don't look like it, but I feel that way, and I find Africa fascinating.
Yeah.
From the people.
Have you been to Ghana?
I have not. I haven't been to
Okay.
West Africa.
Okay.
I've been to Ethiopia and Southern Africa. Many countries.
So
in
Ghana
Southern
is
Africa.
more,
West Africa.
like Jamaica.
I don't know. I believe Ghana is a very learned place. It
Yeah.
was one of those places they had a very high civilization from very early on.
Oh.
They wore robes. They had universities. They had, intellectual crowd. I believe it was very far advanced.
Oh, than even South Africa? Not really, but
Well, I believe so. In the early days, now things have maybe
changed, yes,
with
yes.
the influence, so many different influences
coming
and all
in,
the
yeah.
different, the land grab of the colonials that came through, and Ethiopia is the only country that.
Why did you go to Africa though? What inspired you to go to Africa?
I graduated with a computer science degree, and I was recruited to go to South Africa to work as a computer programmer, and I taught computers to the local people in the Electricity Supply Commission.
Oh, so you to the little children them or to the
No, adults. Adults. It was becoming,
computer literacy,
Right.
like when back then, when the computer,
yeah, things were changing quickly.
yeah.
So I was teaching people how to use the system. They were putting computers in all their different areas. So I was teaching people how to use the system, and then I dropped out of that and went into the arts.
Then you
and
get
worked
something
with-
pulling more deeper.
Yeah, worked with the local people, and I did a lot of different things.
What
there.
kind of food they eat there?
kind of food? Oh, there's all kinds of foods.
Like Jamaican grown food and stuff?
They have different maize. They use a lot of cornmeal.
But I heard that the cornmeal in Africa is white.
Yeah, whitish.
White
yellowish.
is more
There's
white.
different
Yeah, my
qualities.
son
It's
says it's more white. Well, like the Africans
Yeah.
come through. The white are coming what we get here. Is that them
Right.
getting Africa? Them don't get the yellower one there.
It's more of a white one that I've seen. They
Okay.
call it pup.
Yeah.
And then you put a nice stew on top of it, and then you eat that.
So they use the corn to make like a
That's your base, like you'd use rice. Instead of rice, you have the cornmeal mush. And then you add
So
the
they use
stew to
the
that.
grate of the corn or them.
Well, it comes like a
process it.
flour. It comes like a flour. Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and then you cook
So
it
like
up.
you make like a turn cornmeal thing.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Turn cornmeal. That's exactly
Okay.
what it is.
And then like a chili con like with peas and beans and all of that.
Yeah, and onions and spices.
Like the chili con. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a
okay.
staple. And then there's lots of fruits and vegetables like here.
Like, so you have different fruits?
Oh,
Fruits-
lots.
Different fruit what we don't see here?
Well, apples. You know, a regular apple. will
Oh,
grow.
well, out here,
You know,
the
because
red apple is there.
yes, because and the tropical fruits as well, because they've got from north to south. It's a little bit
Different
it's not
climate,
just tropical,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah, different climate,
climates,
yeah.
So, yeah, the food was really great, and then they eat a lot of meat.
Oh, they eat a
do
red
eat a lot of
meat.
meat. Yeah, I mean, a lot of not
Hunt-
everybody
like
does.
hunting meat.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that was the tradition.
So they eat the buffaloes?
I'm not sure if they would eat a water buffalo is what you have there, but you know they would eat the game that the different
Birds,
impala
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and buck, the different buck that they have there. Yeah, and lots of vegetables. They grow lots of vegetables. You know, because the country was sanctioned for so long.
Oh, you think we're similar, the Jamaicans and the Africans, in our living and our
Yes.
we embrace people?
Yes,
And,
I think the biggest thing is the spirituality. I mean, people believe in the Almighty.
what I've realized, I'm not cutting you, that the Africans believe a lot in the rivers. Them think a
Oh
lot-
yes,
I have
yes.
learned
There's a lot
this.
of ceremony around
Yeah,
the,
the
rivers and the
rivers.
ocean.
I have learned this over the conference in the needs for God here next year. That even when they were doing the Gama, they were saying that the river, like them talk to the river, then speak through the rivers.
Oh,
it's
yes.
like a lot of things is coming through the
Oh,
rivers.
yes. I've seen lots of river ceremonies and ocean ceremonies where they come and you know
Cleanse
get in
it.
touch. Yes, cleanse, and especially for a passing of a relative or whatever. You cleanse. You run into the to the ocean, and the ocean, you know, that spirit feeds you and cleanses
Because I realized
you.
that they're working with the river a lot.
And
Like,
the
is
river
that-
too,
yeah,
yes.
the water, yes.
Yes, it's very big.
Oh, so that's a power
you know,
there,
so you
yeah.
have the sweet water, the river water, and then you have the ocean water, the deep water. So, yeah, water's a very big part of it. There's a lot of rivers in South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why you choose now to leave Africa and come to Jamaica?
Well-
so where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Alaska.
Ah,
Okay, the
wow.
far north, very cold.
Very cold.
And dark. And then my parents retired to Hawaii. So,
So you left from the cold to the sun.
Well, I lived in South Africa for 17 years. So when I came back, my parents were in Hawaii. They were older and they needed some help. So I came to Hawaii to live, and then I came to Jamaica to see the coffee. And I met my future husband,
yeah.
and then we decided to make our life here
Here,
instead of
okay.
in Hawaii. And I'm really glad for
But
that
it
choice.
seems like you like this kind of living.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Africa back here, seeing
Oh,
that, yes.
You know, the food is so good. We were talking about food. The food is so good here. That's one thing I love. And the people are friendly.
And yeah.
You know, the people have big hearts.
So why you choose Portland?
Oh, God chose that for me.
Okay,
I was
okay.
just lucky. I was super, super lucky. It's one of the best parishes. Or the best parish.
Parish in
That's
the
what we
world.
believe,
This is the best
you know.
place in the world.
It's
I have
laid
never been to
back.
Africa, but until I get there.
Yeah, it's
yes.
lush. There's lots of things that grow here.
Not cutting you, but listen to this. American and French explorers have made a monumental discovery, yeah? A giant partially translucent crystal-like pyramid rising from the Caribbean seabed. You heard of it?
No.
The origin, age, and purpose completely unknown. This is part of the puzzle.
Interesting.
This
yeah.
is part of the puzzle.
There's so much mystery
Yeah,
in
this
this
is part
world.
of the puzzle. So
Yeah.
I throw this to you to research this.
All right.
Because there's a giant, partially translucent, crystal-like pyramid rising from the Caribbean seabed. Right now, I go online and I see like pyramid forms, beautiful pyramids, but they see through, and then at the top of them you see like water go through it, and there's a force. But them say this is like at the bottom is the Caribbean Sea, but them I say this is the bottom of where the Bermuda Triangle is.
Okay.
You understand me?
You know, there's also, if you believe it or not, there's also, I believe, extraterrestrials.
Yes, there,
that
yeah.
have come to the earth and live down there, and so perhaps
yeah, when
that's
they
part of it.
build a crystal light thing down there. We don't know where that come
We
from, you know.
don't know. It sounds
These are
very
so many
interesting.
mysteries going on, and
Yes.
we need to put our brain to these things, and uplift ourselves
And this
as
is
people.
the time of on earth where more and more mystery will come
Come
forward.
true, yes, and for us to stop, go upon the little, we little bleaching out ourselves and all of that and get more into our culture.
Yeah,
Culture,
less reg.
yeah, and uplift ourselves as a people.
Yes, yes. I hear you,
Yes.
sister.
Yeah, man.
Give thanks. Give thanks for every.
So, Angelina, tell me where else you want to give out. As you say, you've been to Africa. She come from Alaska, you know. See, there's a woman, a black woman, but she know white skin. She come from Alaska and she go Africa and then she end up in Jamaica and she's still deep in Jamaica. Highlight our culture as a black white woman. Cause you know them are gonna say white woman and black woman. That's how we say it to keep it real.
Sure, sure. This is how I was born.
Yeah, so I'm just saying
And
that
I big up
it's
my
nice
own parents.
to see somebody like you because she wrote a book and she came on the program before and she did a book on Empress Menin that is see there.
We put it up again.
So tell them a little bit about because the last time you were here you never really get in depth with it.
Well, Empress Menen was the wife of Haile Selassie, and so little was written about her. And I asked for guidance, and I received her last biography when I was in Ethiopia. I visited Ethiopia with my Rastafari husband, and I was lucky enough to talk to a young man who was going through seminary there. So he was at the theological college, and he went to one of the professors, and the professor has a lot of hidden books because most of these books were damaged after the royal family came off the throne. So there was so little written. I really wanted to find out about her. We know a lot about him, and
but
there's
not
many
about
books
her,
about
yeah,
him.
'cause a woman-
And she was a wonderful woman. She did a lot of charitable works. Empress Menen built schools. She built the first school for women and girls in Ethiopia.
She built Empress. Oh,
Yes.
and we don't know these things, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's an empowered woman again.
And she really believed in the handicrafts as well. She did several handicraft centers. She did a vocational school in further north from Addis Ababa. She built several child care centers, orphanages, as you will. So she really cared about the people, and she had businesses. She inherited from her mother, I believe, and so she spent this money to try to help other people. She invested it so that the proceeds could be given to the schools and the churches and everything that she started, so that it was a sustainable. Sustainable development. And
yeah.
If you look online, all these places are still functioning.
Good, because she
have
made it
different
sustainable.
names.
That is the
Right.
key, When we're doing something, we have to think about sustainable development. So it grows and it grows with, even when we're gone, it's still a grow. That's the
Right.
real meaning of
Right.
sustainable development.
Right.
Yeah. Putting in place a structural plan so the thing grow even after we're gone. Yeah.
Right. And she really believed in the development of people so that they could support themselves. Whether it was through the church, whether, people had a place after they were educated to work in the church and have, their
So it's after you go to
sustenance.
school now, when you finish, you move on instead of just being stagnant.
Right,
yeah.
that they had a job. She had a school for the blind. Yeah, she did a lot of things.
And she's
to
not
help
been
people.
highlighted, so we need to bring her out now.
Yes, yes. She's a wonderful woman, and this picture
She
was
pretty?
Yeah, this picture was taken when during the coronation, when she was actually pregnant with her last child.
Oh.
So Haile Selassie went through like I believe it was actually even longer than that, 5-hour
ceremony.
Yeah. And then she came out, and then there was quite a big ceremony. He held her crown. Prayers were said over her crown. He said prayers, that her crown could be used for charity and education, and then her crown was placed on her. So they were crowned together, which was a very big difference. He really
So that's a
recognized her.
usual.
No, that was not usual.
Okay.
That was not usual. Actually,
It's the first
Menelik-
time. Okay.
Well, actually, Menelik and his last wife, Taitu, were they were crowned together. But that was not used. That was not in Addis Ababa. That was in Axum. And this was an incredibly celebrated coronation.
Yes.
People came from all over the world
just to
come
be a
there,
part of it. Yeah.
to witness it and to be a part of it. So that was something that was unheard of before that time. People could hardly get to this
Like
remote
like what
nation.
happened up by Charleston.
Yes.
You know, the people don't even know what happened, you know. What happened in
Yes.
Charleston is the first in the universe, globally. This lady, what's her name? The Gamma?
The
The
Gamma.
Gamma was, what, she was what? Crowned? She was installed by Charleston, you know. This is the first it's happening in the world globally. The man from Suriname
Yeah,
came
the chief,
back. The chief
he's
from
the chief of chiefs.
the
from
chiefs of
Suriname.
chief from Suriname came, and
The Okanisa people.
Yes, and they came and
And crowned
crowned this lady. We watch her, wash her, cleanse her, do everything to
Anoint
her,
her.
anoint her on stage, and then them
and did some
prayers and all of that. And
That's
this
so
is the
beautiful.
first, and this is a Jamaican woman, and this happened. This is the first time this ever happened in the world
And
globally.
we want to bring the women forward.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people like her, people like Empress Menen. It goes beyond your creed. It goes beyond your manifestation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
As a male and a female, it goes beyond your religious conviction. It's people who are really pure at heart and who are doing the good works. So we
have to
give
big
thanks
up,
for this
big
new
up
Gamma.
yeah, the Gamma, big her up, Miss, what's your name, Sister G? Mama
Mama
G,
G,
big up
right.
Mama G, yeah. When you come on, you talk about it because you know about it. Sister Faye
think
is
it's
studio
time for
with us.
Sister
Yeah.
Faye.
So we'll be right back. We're stepping out loud and proud. We'll
Give
be
thanks.
right back. Yes, thanks again.
Yes, blessed love.
Angelina,
Yeah.
thanks for being a part. Thanks
Yes.
for helping me.
I love
appreciate
Portland.
it. I know.
Yeah, man.
We're stepping out loud and we're proud. Don't leave it.
I know them take you go and bright, starting wine. Marcus Garvey, our prophet first man, them deport. If you have a clean record, passport, a visa, you can't pass them port. Pass them port. So we no come here for no visa, no passport. We no come here for no visa, no passport. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. We no come here for no visa, no passport. We no come here for no visa, no passport. Call Google off you run like you see a boat. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. The police and soldier, all the commissioner, the nurse and doctor, the judge and lawyer, also the governor general and prime minister. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. Rise up, oh ye mighty ways. Rise and take your stand again. My people still cutting sugar cane. Babylon, them and use them brains. No change on our feet, but we are not free. Living in this outdoor captivity. My people still living in poverty. Fear of safety, can't get free. We don't come here for no visa, no passport. We don't come here for no visa, no passport. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. We don't come here for no visa, no passport. We don't come here for no visa, no passport. Not like a South African, the same boat. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. Some get there for England, some get there for America, some get there for Canada, some get there for Jamaica. 450 years of slavery round here. Africa away hate is created. No come here for no visa, no passport. We don't come here for no visa, no passport. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. We don't come here for no visa, no passport. We don't come here for no visa, no passport. For Google have you run like you same boat. The Mula we come down here for the same boat. Take me from me yard. We never have no criminal record. And when them take me from me yard, never have no criminal record. No. We no come here for no visa, no passport. We no come here for no visa, no passport. The Mula we come down here for the same boat.
We're stepping out loud and we're proud. Big up our sponsors, JR Production, Conscious Movement Publication. Welcome back to Stepping Out Loud. Yes. I do not trust people who don't love themselves and yet tell me I love you. There's an African saying which is, be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt. We're stepping out loud.
Rastafari.
Sister Faye, what's up?
Yeah, blessed love, my sister.
Yeah, man.
Give
Energy
thanks,
rolling
give
through
thanks.
here. We had to be here today. Why? Because we have come out of one celebration. We're very empowering. Very, very, very
Yeah,
empowering.
man.
Portland people no wanna have you know. You need to check it out.
True.
Yeah, man.
That was
Sister
a-
Faye, big her up. She has step out loud with me.
Yes.
And she do my burlap thing. I don't know she have enough to provide with.
Yes,
So
sister.
we talk about what go on
Yeah,
and
we
where
give
go on
thanks,
and
you
where
know.
go on. And you
Give
know, she
thanks
make,
to the
she make
moment
all
in
kind of
time.
thing. This a part of her thing again. And you know, she bring little Guinean weed for me. And where's the pan table
Like a
there?
black mint.
And, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
some tomatoes, and these are some
Star fruit and everything, and we have with lemongrass and
Yes,
we
yes.
think on the table because we are going work the thing and we are culture.
Yeah, man, we have to keep the culture strong and alive, you know, because we have to give thanks for to be here today.
Yes,
and we give
definitely.
thanks for the whole manifestation we transpire over the weekend
Yeah,
of
man.
Charlestown, you know.
Yeah.
Big up the Charlestown Maroon and
Big up the Colonel, Frank Lumsden. Big up Kim. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and all the people who took part in it, even the academias and all
Big
the
up Diane
visitors that
McIntosh
came in.
from, yeah.
Yes, so we give thanks and I want heal up
Big up
Queen.
Raymond Purse.
Yes.
Mark Goldin.
Yeah, man.
Big up my friends.
And we have to bless up Queen Mama Gama.
Yes. Yeah, tell me about this.
Otherwise known as Sister
G.
Mama G
Yeah.
or Sister Gloria Sims. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She
because
tell her, just tell her journey. Just explain to the people
yeah,
them
man,
how
she is a sister and we're coming for a long time. She been traveling all over
Where is
with
she
the
from?
Trelawney.
Okay.
And she's been traveling all over with the Rastafari brethren, the ancient Rastafari brethren from those times, also the Maroons from her community. She's seen like, a real warrior queen. She's the one who always blowing the bang on running African for Sister Andrea, now known as Cabo.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a sister that was always
Blowing
blowing their
that
bang.
bang.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
okay.
Yeah. Is a real
Realist.
mama
Yeah, man.
woman. Yeah, that's it. And as we said, the female energy is returning in full force right now.
Yes.
And as part of our culture, with black culture, that was it from the beginning. As Sister Angeli just pointed out about Empress Menin Aspa, wife of Emperor Haile Selassie. Everyone used to know. I know so much about Emperor Haile Selassie, yet still all the history about Empress Menin was suppressed. You know, so it's nice to know that someone has resurfaced the whole thing. And so for me tell them to leave it.
Go on, talk. Yeah.
Has resurfaced and showing that the woman, because in 2007 I went to South Africa. When I went to South Africa, they thought that I was Queen Nambi, mother of Shaka Zulu, because they said they are
with the
waiting.
resemblance,
They said they are waiting the return of Queen Nambi, the mother of Shaka Zulu, and then because I was of the short statue and with wrap my ear in a similar way. So when I went to there, it was a buzz, you know, and I felt so nice about the whole thing. Yeah, and
them embrace you.
Oh, they embraced me so much,
Yeah,
the
man.
warmth, the
Yeah.
love. They didn't even want me to return.
To come
when
out,
I told them
yes.
that I had to return,
Yeah.
they were so sad. You know, even the young sister and say the long time they want someone like me. Even though I have an elder sister in there, Mama B up in Cape Town. I want to bless up Mama B in Cape Town and all the brethren and sister from the Nyabingi Center in and around. Cape Town, Neisner, Johannesburg, all over
of them
South
places you
Africa.
go.
Yeah, man.
She travel Africa too, you
Yeah,
know. Yeah,
man.
man. One of our traditions. Yeah.
Everyone I went even to Soweto, twice I went to Soweto, all the sister them in Soweto and the brethren them, you know, it's a
man.
blessing.
Big down, because I see where YouTube.
Yes,
yeah,
man, it's a
send them
blessing,
there.
yeah. And
Yeah, big up Intech Studio.
Rastafari, yeah, man,
Yeah.
we give thanks for Intech, you know,
Yeah.
and all the people in Buff Bay, you know.
Yeah, man.
When I look in the, about 2 weeks ago, I went to this river up in Skibo.
Yes.
And when I sat down there, you know, in the little cliff and looking up in the valley,
energy, man.
it's like something that I've dreamt about. I've written
Like
about
you've
it without even seeing
it, yes,
and when
and
it
come to
manifested
pass,
in
yeah,
my
man.
eyes, it was like a glory, you know. It's like when I went to South Africa and I was in Cape Town. And I met a sister in here early in the 80s, 90s. And when I went to South Africa and learned that she was living in Cape Town. Her little son that I held in my arms as a little baby, when I went there, he was speaking 23 different languages.
Wow.
You know? And they invited me to stay up in Knysna. Knysna is one of the provinces in South Africa. South Africa has 9 provinces.
Okay.
Right, so, and I journeyed from Cape Town, from Gauteng in Johannesburg to Cape Town. Then from Cape Town to Knysna. And they received me, his mom came and received me, Sister Kerry, up in Knysna. And the whole family, Rastafari family in House of Judah from Knysna, they received me. And I had the opportunity in going into one of the basic schools. And I watched those little children from 3 to 5 to 6 years old learning about 5 different languages.